Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we'll be talking about somebody's spiritual life. I want to start making this video by apologizing to you guys because there will be a lot of noise in the background of this video, but I'll do my best in cutting it off. I'm making this video without a microphone because my microphone has decided to disgrace his enemy. For that reason, I'll be making this video. Maybe I'll be cutting the video, like I have to be cutting it because where they are making noise I'll just have to keep quiet and maybe continue. All right, as the question goes, what has procrastination done to you? And now this person is telling me about her spiritual life, how she has procrastinated until she has been misguided. Yes, she has been misguided. And when she told me her story, I told her, knowing that you are misguided and knowing that your faith is your faith has been tempered is evidence that God is trying to call you back. And this is her story. Okay, she used to be this very religious girl, you know. Yes, she's religious, and from her very young age she was very religious, and it got to a point. But when life happens, when she has to struggle to survive, it became harder, and over time her faith starts to drop. Things she said she would never do became her favorite, and every time she does that she feels bad. It got to a point that all those things she thinks is bad is now normal way of living. Her head started thinking that survival for the fittest, you know. Anyhow where it be, life continues. She ran out of faith. As a result of that, her prayer life got cut short. Yes, she's a Muslim lady, so let's get into it in detail. You know, one thing about the 5 daily prayer is that you might not know the effect. If you're a Muslim, you would understand me. The 5 yearly prayers has a very good impact in our life. You would not understand. If you pray your 5 daily prayers, you are underrating God's guidance, oh my God, God protection in your life, God guidance in your life. Yes, that's the word. Yeah, just stop praying and see what will happen to you. When she used to pray, she prays very well. She calls herself God's favorite. She prays at times, she's always on point, she's everything. But when she stopped praying, it's not like God is not guiding her. God is always with her. God is always with everybody. But she feels this emptiness. At the time when she was still doing as she liked, she didn't know how she felt to nothing. It was when she started doing things she would never be caught doing. Things like being in debt, things like being in debt, things like losing her memory, things like losing herself, things like not knowing what to do anymore. That was when she realized that I am empty, I am finished. God, please protect me. That was when she remembered, God, please protect me. That when she made that statement of God, please protect me, that was when she realized that I left somebody. I left God aside while living my life. And that was when she realized, and going back, tracing her step back to God is so difficult for her. That was where procrastination came in. She will be like, okay, at night today, I'll make some dua. I'll do some night prayers, because we as Muslims believe that night prayers are essential, like they are the sweetest prayers. She kept on procrastinating every day. She kept on extending her prayers. She will pray today, tomorrow she would not pray. She will pray today at night. She's trying to like build herself back, but it's not working. She's supposed to pray 5 times a day, and these prayers has, you know how the prayers is, she has to reduce all her prayers to 2 raka'ah, which is not how it is supposed to be. Why is it? Because she wants to fulfill all righteousness, and that is how she missed her way. So now, in the course of praying, it's 2 o'clock already. What are you doing? Nothing. She's just busy pressing her phone, doing nothing. All right, go and pray. Let me just finish watching this thing. This is not even up to a minute. Let me just finish. As she's finishing, something interesting is coming, and guess what? She'll be like, I'll pray in a minute, I'll pray in a minute. And that is how something else will come, and she'll just, because now prayer is no longer important to her when as to when she started. If she had not neglected her prayers, she would not be where she is today. So she complained bitterly, and I told her not to worry. She doesn't have to complain, because complain will not do anything. If you are complaining, you are just complaining for nothing. The God we know is a forgiving God. He is merciful. We call him Ar-Rahman. We call him Ar-Rahim, the merciful. Ar-Rahim, the merciful. So Allah said that we should ask for his forgiveness at any point in time. He would forgive us. And now I told her, let's forget about what I've asked you. What I've asked you was, what has procrastination done to you? And now you are telling me that procrastination has cost you your spiritual life. Okay, fine. How can we retrace your spiritual life? And I told her that all she has to do is seeking Allah's forgiveness again, and making sure she should pray at the right time. Not just, she should make sure she completes her 5 daily prayer one, even if she misses one as a result of something. She should make sure she prays it. She pray the prayer later on. She should pray it no matter what. She should pray it, and not just pray to fulfill all righteousness, but she should pray it with her conscience. She should pray it because Allah has commanded everybody. As a Muslim, she should do it as her duty towards Allah. She should not do it because she's fulfilling all righteousness. She should do it from her mind. She should pray no matter how. Yes, and her best go-to should just be istighfar. Pray, ask Allah's forgiveness every minute. And I also tell her that I can also be a part of that. And how can I be a part of that? I can be calling you when it is time for Salah. Yes, please, if I call you when it is time for Salah, I should be able to call you in the next 30 minutes to confirm that you have prayed. At least if I should continue that for some time, inshallah, I hope it would work. Now, do you know that I have a lot of story to tell you, but I will not be saying it at once. We'll be doing it in episode. Did you know that this question of procrastination, I didn't know like procrastination is something a lot of people are dealing with. Like a lot of people don't really even know what procrastination is. They just know that things are happening in their life somehow, and they didn't know it's as a result of procrastination. Yes, you didn't know it's a result of. I know I didn't even define procrastination well, but when I posted what has procrastination done to you, a lot of people start asking me what's the meaning of procrastination, and I have to start explaining to the best of my ability. It's not as if I can explain it well. I shall just like tell them this is what procrastination is, and that is how everybody are now telling me different stories. And this one touched me so much that I don't know how to share the full story. I don't know how to like say story very well, but I will be like, let me see post. I'll still say something about it. Your spiritual life is very important. Let's forget about procrastination. God first, everything follows. If you were not created, all these things would have not been in your head. It was you before the world. So God first, everything follows. Hustle. Let me tell you, you can still be a hustler and be God's favorite. Yes. You can still be God's favorite in that hustle. And you know, you that is the God's favorite there. Do you know what they call grace? See, if God grace follow you, even you say go shock for yourself. So God grace is always there. When you are praying, you don't just pray for the things, for good things. Just when you're praying, your prayer points. When you ask God for forgiveness, you ask God for his mercies, you ask God for his grace, you ask God for his protection, you ask God for good memories. In case of allegations, so let me just tell you, ask God for a lot of things. Like, if it's even possible, get a book and write down all what you want to ask God for. God answers prayers, but people don't know. Yes, people don't believe that God answers prayers, but I will tell you that God answers prayers. If it is good for you, wallahi, he would give it to you. If it is not good for you, and he gives people things according to their timing. Yes, I know I'm saying that I'm breaking course of procrastination by posting maybe weekly. I think I've done this for like 3 weeks now, and it works. Yes, it worked because God approved it. If not, it would not. And that's why I will tell you that in the course of breaking procrastination, pray. When you see you are always postponing things you should do, there is an obstacle, pray. If it is meant for you, trust me, that thing, you start to do it properly. So trust God in whatever you do, and he will do more for you. The God I serve is the best being, the greatest being to ever live. So God first, every other thing can follow. Yes, you see all these things I'm doing here, if it will not help me, it's only God that knows. If it will not help me, God will not allow me to do it. God has a purpose for this video. If he had not made me start that first video, I won't even know that a lot of people have gone through things because of procrastination. Yes, I won't even know that. I was just reasoning my own life and I decided to post it too. No, I didn't even post it. It was after that video I decided to post, and after posting, people are going through a lot. When I mean a lot, people are going through a lot. And a lot of things, like a lot of things people are going through is as a result of procrastination. There are a lot of things people would have achieved, but because of procrastination, they cannot. But by the grace of God, I hope and pray that since I've decided to talk about procrastination, I have suddenly become a therapist, because you cannot just tell me story and I'll not just give you even a bit of advice. I will, and that is why I've made this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, see whatever it is that is in your mind. If you think I am wrong, please tell me. If you also think that you have a story for me, you can also tell me. I'll tell you where to send your stories to, and of course I'll broadcast it for you. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate your time. God bless you. Bye. Peace out.